Hey there, it's Brittany, and I am back with some items that I'm going to feature from Beauty and the Bead. I'm so excited. I get to feature some really fun closures. Most of these, they're by the piece, but a couple are, you get multiples. So most of them are very sparkly too. I'm so excited about that. These are the two that are not sparkly, but then I'll show you everything else. These are so cute. They've got little red enamel hearts on them. Oh, I love them. They have, I think, 4 or 5 in a pack. And I've only done one, but I am obsessed with purse charms. So I think this would be really great for a purse charm. Also this one, but this would also be really cute for a bracelet. This one would also be great for a front clasp necklace. It's so pretty. It's so shiny, beautiful gold color. And then these are the ones that, those came in multiples, but these are the other ones that did not, and they are sold by the piece. My two favorites are this one. It's a micro Pavé green crystal clasp. Is just gorgeous. It's so sparkly, but it's darker. So sometimes you just see like really bright green. This is a darker green. This is going to be really good for like, I don't know, like jungle inspired pieces, Christmas, anything that's got a darker green tone in it. And it also comes with it's not a jump ring, but a ring for you to clasp onto that also has little tiny crystals embedded in it. Super duper pretty. I've been thinking about this since it arrived. I'm not even kidding. Like, I just wanted to make something with that. I'm thinking we're going to make a really pretty necklace that clasps in the front because it's just so pretty. The other one that's just my absolute favorite is this gorgeous Pavé heart. So the micro crystals are on the front of the heart. I have these two pieces that come undone. And actually, I don't know if one or both comes undone, but it's just so cute. And it's such a great way to get some interest into your piece. If you just want to use these as the clasps, you can absolutely do that, or use a different ring in the middle, and then you have a beautiful Pavé heart that you can use. So this is multi-faceted, no pun intended since they're faceted crystals. But each one of these has micro Pavé pieces in it as well. So pretty. Those are my two favorites, but I have more. This one is super gorgeous. It has a little bit of rhinestones on this middle link, and you attach, it's kind of the same as the heart. You have these little arms that attach on. You put this on your necklace, this on your other side of your necklace, or it could be in the middle, and then you close it like that. I just love an innovative closure. You know, I like doing that a lot on my channel. So when I find something new, I jump on it. Again, these are all available at Beauty and the Bead. And then look at this one, cute little Pavé heart, crystal lobster, super duper cute. Again, this would be, all of these would be really cool for purse charms too. Or again, I would put it as the focal on a necklace. Absolutely. Then we have this one. So it kind of reminiscent of the heart here and this other one with the links, but there is no link. It just clasps onto itself. So I think these would be beautiful with some gorgeous freshwater pearls. What do you think? Absolutely stunning. And then you come in here and come around and clasp. You can put your crimp right here, obviously, but you come around here, there's a built-in bar. You don't have to put in a jump ring or anything. Then we have a more simple version, no bling on this one, but the same style. So if you've been wanting to try out something new other than just a toggle or just a regular lobster, these are definitely what you want to start trying with. And then we have this gorgeous one. It's got Pavé on both sides, super duper pretty. Again, it's a latch that opens up, easy to do, probably a little bit easier than a lobster if you're doing it in the front, because you just kind of snap it in there, and it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. I am going to make something today with some of these items, but they also have a coupon that I'm going to let you in on. It's 30% off of a $50 plus order. You can use that as many times as you want, and the coupon code is turquoise, of course. I've got a lot of beads from them, and here's some that I was just thinking about using, but I have more that I can go grab if nothing's kind of grabbing my fancy today. But I did check their website, and they do have several of these available. I've ever since I got these hearts, I've really wanted to use them. They're just so pretty. They're so, like, they just glow and they make me happy. And then they had some glowing glass in yellow and purple. We had some selenite beads, which I've never used before. These are similar to cat's eye, but these are stone. Cat's eye or glass. And then some Angelite. I think that's how you pronounce this. This is just such a beautiful feminine color. It's like a pale green, and it's just got beautiful, it reminds me of clouds almost. I think that would be so, so gorgeous with several of these clasps, but absolutely like pairing the light green with the dark green. Actually, they even did it with the way they strung this. I love that heart. I think the heart with the hearts would be super cute. So I'm going to kind of look at the beads I have from Beauty and the Bead, and then we're going to make a piece. And then we might make also a purse charm, because I'm obsessed with purse charms right now, and I just think this would be the cutest little thing. So we'll be right back. I think I've settled on the Angelites along with the heart, just because I really loved the heart so much. But I also really loved this strand, and I'm going to have to look up and see what that was. It's like a gray-green with this clasp, because it's just so classic. It's so classic. I also wanted to let you know they have over 230 different stone options, and everything's super organized. Here I'm showing some citrine coins. They're organized in all sorts of different shapes on Beauty and the Bead. And of course, I'll link a bunch of this stuff in the description of this video. All right, after a lot of back and forth, I am going to use some Bead-A-Lon bead stringing wire and 2 easy crimps, also from Beauty and the Bead. Now, you can absolutely use this, I would say, with some S-Lon and knot them. I think that would be beautiful. But today, I'm just going to do my regular crimping, because I'm most comfortable with crimping. All right, so I am going to take my 19-strand Bead-A-Lon bead stringing wire, and I'm using silver. And I am going to go ahead and string all but 2 beads. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put all of my Angelite, I think that's how you say it, strand on here. You can use whatever color strand you want. Okay, I have all but 2 on. I'm going to go ahead and put on one of my crimps. And I usually put the rounded part toward my beads, but there's going to be another bead on the back of this, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put another bead on. I'm going to come through my clasp. So as you see, there are 2 holes in there. Come through one. And then come back down through the other. And we'll pull that tight so you can't really see that piece. And then you can put your crimp right up against your piece here, but it's just going to look like a bead because I'm using a crimp, an easy crimp from Beauty and the Bead. All right, and then I'm going to come back down through my crimp bead. You can do this probably with a regular crimp, but you're going to need a crimp cover. I will not for this. And then I'm going to come back down. Then I'll move that crimp right up against that green bead, and then I'll grab my crimping pliers. As you can see, this is kind of formed to my round bead here. And then I'm going to put that plunger in my crimping pliers, not in the pointy one, but the rounded one, and then squish. You're going to have to push that pretty hard too. Okay, gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and put that through one of my beads, and then I'll trim the excess. I'm going to move everything down and do the exact same thing on the other side. However, at this point, we want to make sure that our necklace is like in a coiled or U-shape or anything other than a straight line. Cutting that off my spool, and then I'll put my second crimp last bead on, and then we'll come through the other part of our clasp, just like we did on the other side. These are so pretty. Oh, I can't wait to play with the other ones too. All right, so here's where it's going to get a little sticky because we've got to finagle it. It's going to be a little bit harder than the other side, but we're going to put our one bead on. Okay, we're going to come back down through our crimp, and instead of crimping before we put it through the other bead, we're going to put this one through the other bead too. I'm going to grab my tail, I'm going to grab my clasp here, and I'm going to grab and try and get as much slack out as possible. Now, we all know when we're crimping, there's going to be a little bit of slack. It's okay. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my crimping pliers. And it's okay to pull tight once you've made sure that everything is down to the other end and it's not in a straight line, right? Like we don't want a straight line. You do need some, what's the word? Some movement, so it's not gonna, you're never gonna get 100% of the slack out, but you absolutely want to try and get as much as you can. All right, we're gonna put that in and we're gonna squish. Okay, and again, it just looks like a bead. I'm gonna trim this, and we've got a beautiful strand of beads. Oh, it looks like a beautiful boutique piece. Put this around here, and you could trade this out for whatever ring. If you want to keep this heart intact for something else, go ahead, put a different ring in there. You could do a mixed metal. You could put a gold heart, whatever you want to do. You can even dangle some, like a Baroque pearl or something from there. Look how gorgeous this is. And you can make this as long as you want. I made it as long as my strand of beads, so it'll be a little bit shorter on me. But it's so beautiful, and it's so feminine, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to go with so many different things. All right, we're going to make a quick purse charm because I did talk about it. This is a really cute little paw connector from them. So you can search in their charms, and I'll put links to the items that I used, but this came from Beauty and the Bead as well. It's a cute little stainless steel paw. And then I am actually going to grab one of these, or a couple of these hearts maybe. I love these hearts so much. And we love our dogs, right? And then I have the red glowing glass from them. Wearing hot pink. I know the strand is red, or the clasp is red, but I like the hot pink. And then we also have blue. No, I like the hot pink. The red is pretty, but I want to save that for something else. I am going to take a, it's kind of bent, but I'm going to take a ball head pin, and I'm going to straighten this out a little bit with my nylon jaw pliers. There we go. I'm going to do a wire wrapped loop onto my little paw print. And I'm going to grab one of these guys. So this is going to be a little cute little dangle. It's not going to be like a huge purse charm. I've seen some real big ones. But you can do however long you want. We're just doing this little one today. So it's more like a little charm pendant. But it's super cute. Okay, so I did a heart and a glowing glass in hot pink. I'm going to do a wire wrapped loop. But before I close it, I'm going to open it back up and wire wrap it onto the bottom of my paw. So, you know, things that are on purses, hanging off. If you want to put this on a zipper on your coat or your backpack, this is going to be a little bit more sturdy than a simple loop. All right, so I'm going to hold this with my pliers. I'm going to grab a second set of pliers. And wire wrap that closed. Are you guys excited that I used closures today? I don't know. Sometimes I just get so excited about a certain thing, and they're just so beautiful that I can't like wait to show you guys. All right, so let's, and of course, anything with a paw on it is super duper cute. All right, so we've got our little charm. It's so cute. We've got our little charm. Now I'm going to grab a thicker gauge jump ring than your typical jump ring. You're just going to find these at your craft store or online. You're going to need a little bit of elbow grease, but I really want one that's going to be a little bit more sturdy than your regular jump ring. And you're only limited by how large your opening is on your charm. Okay, I'm going to put, and on your clasp. I'm going to put that on my clasp. Close this up. We have this cute little purse charm, totally different from the last one I showed you, but oh gosh, can you imagine how fun this is to make? It's so fun. You can make these so many different ways. Put a bead with a G on it for Goldie, a bead with an O on it for Opal, or whatever your pet's name is. You can use little charms here. You can put more beads on it, but these clasps, then you just really grab it onto your strap, on your purse, on your zipper, anywhere. Super, super fun. So we made some really fun pieces using these gorgeous clasps and beads from Beauty and the Bead. Everything I showed you is from Beauty and the Bead, with the exception of this head pin and that jump ring. So check them out. 30% off a $50 order. You can use that as many times as you want using coupon code Turquoise. And I'll see you in the next video. Opal. Opal, where are you? Opal. There she is. She's ignoring mommy. Hi. She said, put the blanket back down.